Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you guys are here. I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to the channel members. Thank you all. And to invite any of you guys, if you're just coming through, this is one of your first times by, or you've come by before and you just haven't had the chance. If you're so inclined, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon next to it. It would really help me out. Guys, today I wanted to talk about this Amazon purchase that I unboxed earlier last week, and a knife that I'm hoping can kind of stand on its own merits. This is my second Eafengrow, or Eafengrow, however you pronounce it. And this is the Eafengrow EF905. The EF905 allegedly is 14C28N, has a titanium backspacer, titanium full slab construction with no weight relief. So if you look at these scales, if you get a look down in there, you can see that there's no weight relief in those scales. They're just solid slabs of titanium. So you've got two slabs of titanium, big chunky thumb studs, a blade that's very thick, a frame lock construction that utilizes a T15 in the pivot, and I want to say T8s everywhere else. It's a flipper deployment with very good lockup. So it's locking up about 35%. It's a little odd. You'll notice the lockup on this knife is actually back behind that flipper tab. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's locking up back here, not where the flipper tab is. Whoops, I hit the mat. But anyway, it's got very solid lockup. And it's just a big, hardy, chunky knife. The last one I reviewed that looked like another knife, I couldn't really get past, except it had fantastic build construction. I had a hard time looking at it just as the knife that it was. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I was looking through the Amazon pages trying to find an Eafengrow that I liked, there are not that many styles. This one has a slight recurve here at the back, which doesn't bother me because I will probably just sharpen it out eventually. But let me show you guys. We did this during the unboxing. But this is a big, thick blade that is very sharp. This is all cutter air, guys. I'm hitting it at an angle for some reason. But I assure you, it is very, very sharp. Could probably use a little stropping, but it's a thick blade. And like I say, it's a very solid knife. This knife was a little bit more. It was $75, $75.99, I think, and shipped to me via Amazon Prime. Didn't cost me anything there. And it's a heavy knife. So it is, when you have it in your pocket, you know you have it in your pocket. However, if you need to use your knife, you need to use your knife hard, or you need to put a knife through harder use than you might on a normal EDC. I think the value of this knife exists. I mean, I think it's something to be at least considered. They have another knife that looks very similar to this that has more of a slab handle, where this one has this contouring or this sculpting. It's not a problem for my hand, but I could see how, depending on your hand size, you might or might not enjoy those little divots. I'm more of a neutral handle guy, so I would really prefer and might look at another one down the road. Because again, guys, what I can say about these knives is the thumb studs work great. Whoops, as I fail it. The reverse flick is great. You've got a light switch that works very well. You've got a push button that works very well, and a big overbuilt knife that has very good detent, has no detent lash, has no side to side, no up and down, just a very solid, well-built knife. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons to get started, and we'll look at this next to our Cold Steel 4max, and that will further confirm that we are looking at a full-size knife here. So this knife is a 1/2 inch smaller than the 4max and dwarfs the Civivi Baby Banter. So let's look at it next to a Benchmade Bug Out and a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So it's about a 1/2 inch bigger than the Spyderco, about 1.25 inches or so bigger than the bigger than the Bug Out. Now let's look at it next to its copycat brother, the Eafengrow EF905. It's just about the same size as the 225. This is a Hinderer Eclipse, full size. And this is a Medford Midi Marauder. Not the full size. This is the not the Slim Midi, but it's the Midi Marauder. So it is a good bit larger than both the Eclipse and the Medford. So again, guys, it goes back to the full size overbuilt knife for well under $100, which makes it kind of interesting to me. So if we look at the overall length of this knife, it's going to be right over 9 inches, right under 9 1/4, with a 4-inch blade. Four-inch blade with a 4 1/4 inch cutting area. 5-inch handle, and where I had my hand, it's right at 3 3/4, right here to right here. So in that indented area. And let's take a real quick peek at the thickness of this guy, because it is a beast. So you've got 0.187, almost a 1/4 inch stock, 0.183. Behind the edge, right above where it's sharpened, you're going to be looking at, 0.0295. And the handle thickness is going to come in at 0.57. So over a 1/2 inch on the handles. But guys, it's a lot of fun. I like big knives. I'm kind of a big knife guy, even though I don't carry them on the daily. They're not my EDC knife of choice, but I do think they have a place, and I am impressed. So it's almost 10 ounces, 9.3 ounces. I am impressed with the quality that Eafengrow is delivering for $75.99, and the fact that I can get it, in 2 days and check it out. One thing I don't get really, and I was looking at the other one that I'm kind of interested in. I don't know why they do this bronze or gold anode tie clip, and then they do this plum colored backspacer. I don't know why they don't color coordinate those, but again, it doesn't bother me. But just a nice clip point little knife, guys. And again, it's a budget knife, I would call it, because it's under $100. But 14C28N, full slabs of titanium, an absolute beast. Again, if you're looking at a Cold Steel 4max, yes, it doesn't have a triad lock, but it is just as big as Cold Steel 4max. Guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my content. I hope you're finding it enjoyable. Please leave a comment if you'd like to see something different. Feel free to thumbs up or thumbs down it. I'd love it if you guys would subscribe, but I'm just really satisfied and pleased that you're here watching the video. All I ask is that you look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.